So the Coen brothers have made a lot of very beloved movies, and I'm a big fan of them, so I thought, why not make a video on them? So in this video, I'm going to be focusing on two of their movies, Fargo and The Big Lebowski. So let's focus on The Big Lebowski first. Now this movie is a masterpiece, and it does something that works well for this movie, but it wouldn't work well for most movies. And that thing is that it ignores a lot of important plot points, or would be important plot. And I think this is to show that all these plot points don't matter to the main character, the dude. And he is played excellently by Jeff Bridges. In fact, like all the characters, and the cast is so great. Let's talk about that for a second. So, as I said, Jeff Bridges is awesome in this movie. This is probably his best performance. He's so calm and cool. So he's really likable, and but he's also he's a loser, really. You know. So yeah, the dude, Jeff Bridges, is great. Probably his most iconic role I can think of right now. And John Goodman is also really great as his kind of crazy friend, Walter. And he's really funny. And he's kind of annoying. He's kind of he's really mean, actually. He's not, but he's still kind of likable as well. So he's really funny. He's really great. He's probably the funniest character in the movie, actually. And the rest of the supporting cast, like Steve Buscemi and Julianne Moore, are also really great. And overall, this movie is really great. And if you haven't seen it, I would definitely recommend that you go check out The Big Lebowski. Now, Fargo is quite a different movie to The Big Lebowski, but it's another masterpiece. Now, Fargo is a movie about a man who wants to get rich, but his wife's husband doesn't want to give him money, so he actually sets up two criminals to go kidnap his wife, but like not hurt her, to hold her for ransom. And then Francis McDormand's character comes in when the two bad guys kill two people, innocent people. And Frances McDormand she's a police officer. What am I saying? Policewoman, and she is trying to find out who committed the murder and all this crime. Now, I really liked the characters in this movie and the way they interacted with this honestly kind of messed up situation, you know? I loved Frances McDormand as this kind of cool, calm, but focused and serious character who's also quite funny. I think she won an Oscar for this. It's really well deserved, top tier performance. And William H. Macy as this guy who wants, as Jerry, I think his name was Jerry, and he wants his wife kidnapped. He's really good. He's not at all like Francis McDormand's character. He's not very calm. He's easily excitable, and he's not very smart actually. And Steve Buscemi and Peter Stormare as the two villains in this movie are also really great. Um, they're counter opposites to each other. Steve Buscemi's character has this kind of talkative personality, and Peter Stormare's character is a more quiet character, and more psychotic, I'd say, than Steve Buscemi's character. He's the one who actually kills the people. And I love the scene where Steve Buscemi and Peter Stormare's character are in the car, and Steve Buscemi's driving, and he just desperately wants to talk, and Peter Stormare, the blonde one, he just doesn't want to talk at all. He's just silent. And Steve Buscemi, he just can't bear it. It's really funny. Um, and it reminds me quite a bit of me and my dad. But it also shows how they're kind of quite different to each other. And overall, I just love this film. And if you haven't seen Fargo, I definitely recommend you go out and watch it. And overall, I just really like the Coen brothers. I think they're really great directors. They're kind of good at doing black comedies a lot. Now, like Fargo and The Big Lebowski are both black comedies. Fargo is more serious and kind of more violent than The Big Lebowski, but they're still black comedies, both of them. And I'd say The Big Lebowski is a. It could also be considered just a normal comedy. But yeah, I really love the Coen brothers, and if you had to choose just two of their movies to watch, I think it would be these two. I'd recommend. If just one, probably The Big Lebowski is the superior film, but still, they're both amazing. And if you haven't seen any of the Coen brothers' work, I recommend you watch actually probably a lot of their movies. They're really good directors. So